All right. Test 1 2, test 1 2. This is going to be the start of me trying to get back into some kind of daily live stream. It's not going to be a super long stream. I used to do this back in the past on NiceHash. NiceHash was like the first one, so I basically would just go in, show my revenue, show what I had, show what I would just be fully transparent with you guys, show what it was making, and you guys could, formulate your own opinion from that point. But regardless, if you're watching this after the fact or if you're watching this live, I will respond to people's comments and stuff after we get through our regularly scheduled content. So, let's start off with looking at the dashboard, and then we'll transition over to the spreadsheet and just kind of go from there. So, starting off, we've had a lot of container issues in the last few days, so I am definitely down, but not out, so to speak. So, over the last 24 hours, I've jumped anywhere from or right at 20 cents per quarter. And that's what each of these graphs, or these little bar graphs, are, as a quarter of an hour. So you could take this, and if you were consistent, you could take that number, times it by 4, and then that's what you're making per hour. And then you could times that by 24, and then that's what you're making per day. Obviously, mine has been jumping all around because I'm getting jobs, losing jobs. Some rigs are idling. I noticed specifically my 30, 60, 12 gig cards have either gotten basically nothing or super, super low paying, like 5 to 10 cent containers. So I do have mining turned off on everything, and I do have bandwidth sharing turned off on everything. I will also... hold on, my cat's getting up here. How are you? Oh, okay, there you go. Jason Faison, how are you calculating power cost? Right now, there's so much variance in power cost. I only had one power meter. I ordered it's like a power strip, and each individual plug has its own power meter on it. It's like a smart meter. So that's what I'm going to be using to keep up with my power costs going forward. For right now, I don't have any power cost, but I do know that all of it is running on 120 amp circuit, and it's not hot. So some of these rigs are barely even like turning the graphics card up. I noticed some of the lower paying jobs actually run the graphics card harder. Let me get my cat out of here. All right. Okay. Now let's jump over to the spreadsheet, and this will evolve as time goes on. So right now I do have 4 3090s, and 1, 2, 3 3060s, and then 1 4060 Ti. So the 3060s, just to get it right off the bat, the 3060 8 gig cards are not suggested. 3060 12 gigs are what we're referring to, so I make sure to put that in there. Cat is freaking keeps clawing my leg. So I have 1 3090, and the way I'm going to keep up with this in the future, and going on, just so you guys know, I'm going to stay with the same methodology. I'm going to try to stick to around the 10 to 11 p.m. time mark, and then I will take a look at each of the rigs and see what they're doing. So if they're calculating at that time or not calculating, I'm going to put in what they have, and then the estimated daily is going to be added up what the rigs are saying. And then the actual daily will be filled in on the next following day. So that way everything is in there and showing up correctly. So I can't show you the actual daily until the day is fully done, if that makes sense. So yeah, the 3090s have definitely been able to hold on to jobs better. One of the 3090s, for some reason, is doing $1.80. One thing that I did, and I'm not answering questions until we get through all this. Sorry about that, guys. Just trying to make it short and sweet. For people watching the video after the fact. But all of these 3090s are on identical systems. So a lot of people are questioning, is their system correct? Is something wrong? I built these out so that way I could see variance on container side, not on hardware side. So these all have Xeon 12 cores, and the 3090s all have 64 gigs of VRAM. I may end up making a page with a breakdown of each different classification of rig, but they're all Xeons, they're all 12 cores, they're all 64 gigs of RAM. and they're all split off, and they all have a 100 megabit connection. So I'm using a 10100 switch to essentially be like a dumb unmanaged switch to keep each rig divided off to only 100 megabits. And it seems to be working better than when I had a nicer gigabit switch. It was still unmanaged, but it would let, one rig take 400 or 500 megabits down, and that's almost saturating my entire connection. And then other rigs would be starving, and it felt like, I don't know, maybe if it was just a coincidence, but other rigs were dropping the jobs because there is a timeout period that if you don't download the container and get it running in a certain amount of time, which it's different per container, per customer, then it will drop that job and then wait and look for another job. So you do have to take that into account. The 4060 Ti is not online yet. I'm currently in a RAM deficit. I just sent out another, I think it was 16 Xeon combos from the BC PC shop. Shout out. There's some pretty good guys over there. You also check them out, bc-pc.com. But I have another 704 gigabytes of RAM coming in, and it says it should be here Friday. So the rest of those Xeon, that should take care of the rest of the next batch of Xeon combos, because I'm doing all 32 gig Samsung DIMMs. I'm not messing around with any of the off-brand stuff anymore because I've tried from different people and I've had issues and I've had to replace RAM and it's been costly. But now I finally found a good supplier. So cross your fingers and hopefully that sticks it out. But that means I'm not going to pull RAM away from systems that are already sold to put onto my system. So that 4060 Ti is not going to be running until after I get caught up on all my orders, and then I can put RAM in there. So that's kind of where we're at right now. We are estimated to do $13.23 today. Not great. We've definitely been higher than that, but it is what it is. So now let's check on the live chat, and then we'll probably cash out of here because this is not going to be a long stream format. That way I can keep up with daily content uploads like a video and then the daily live stream. So starting off from the top, Victor Sanchez, what's up? Thanks for coming out. Jason Fizo, Firehawk, Boss Man, what's up? How you doing? I'm doing great. Mining King, heck yeah, live stream. Brandon, let's go. This format works for just being quick and dirty. I'm already quick and dirty, but even a quicker and dirtier way. And I like that it doesn't mix your live streams in with your videos. So somebody goes back and looks at your videos. There's not tons of these peppered live streams in there. They're in the live stream section on YouTube, just for keeping it clean. Bot Gamer Life, everybody's down. Yes. So I made a video the other day, and they were it was a source from Inside Salad had mentioned that they were low on containers. They're bringing more customers online. They're using this as a positive. They have a ton of available hardware at their disposal, and it's a lot of high-end hardware because they had a lot of 4090s, 3090s come online. So they're using this to sell themselves. So they're trying to take a bad situation and turn it into a good one. They just don't want people to be scared off in the meantime, because a lot of people think like, oh, what I do wrong, my system's not working. You could be absolutely 100% no issues. There's just no workloads to do. You have to change your mindset from mining to basically like getting a job. Your computer's sitting there in line waiting to get a job, to do that job, and when it's done, if there's not another job available right that second, it just has to sit there and wait. Gala says, I have RX 6800 XT, but it's not working. It's calculating. Yes, so NVIDIA cards are the only cards you're going to be able to actually get jobs on because the software is set up to use CUDA. So unfortunately, AMD cards are out of the question for anything outside of mining on compute workloads on Salad specifically. Henry Bob says, I can't get the MSL update to work in my rig. Jump over to the Discord, and we can try to help you with that this evening after the live stream. Overkill Mining, Brandon Coin, heck yes, nice 2 nights in a row. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do it, man. I appreciate it. Aragorn Strider, shout out. He was actually the one that showed me that the managed. It's basically like a managed power strip with like data. So that's going to be nice when it comes in. Bot Life says my 3090 is at $1.80 also right now. Yeah, I think it's just some of those lower end jobs, unfortunately. Chase Atwood, my 4070 has only been hitting $2 jobs the past couple of days. Not much around them right now. Yeah, my cat is driving me nuts. Aragorn says, good call on the power strip. You're going to want like 5 of them. I got one coming just to see how I like it, but I'm definitely going to need more. Automatic Beats, thanks for coming out. The Xander, thanks for coming out. Only 3060 Ti and 32 gigs of RAM, and you're on $1.10 a day. I'm sorry to hear that, bud, but yeah, is what it is. 0x Lean, yep, my 3090 is on a $1.8 per day after the updated. Yes, so right now, all of my rigs, other than the $5 and that $6.25 3090, are updated. Because before they were updated, that $1.80 was not there, and that 10 cent was not there. But I have not updated that $5, and I have not updated that $6 because it's not mandatory right now to get off of 1.5.6 or 1.5.5. The minimum version is 1.5.5. So if you got a good job, ride that job out, because some of those jobs are listed as indefinite. So the only time you would technically need to update is whenever they roll out a new minimum container ready update. So just try to ride out those jobs as long as possible. I'm hoping that $5.08 is an indefinite container, because I would love to just see that 3090, bang out $5 a day for eternity. Obviously it probably won't work like that because Windows updates will just be like, wow. But we're trying to get Shut Up 10 done on there. And yo, cat, come on, please. Whenever I'm not live, I can't get him. I can't even pet him. When I go live, he's like, I want to just be on your face. And I'm like, get out of here, bro. The Mining King says, Brandon Coin, when BCPC official salad PC coming soon? BCPC OEM salad builder. Some people have already offered to buy a couple of my systems, and I'm going to be honest, I have a couple GPU buys coming up with, like, I think one of them, if he takes it, it's like 16 3090s, a bunch of 3080s, and then a bunch of 3060s. Most of them are 3068 gigs. That is unfortunate, but freeing up a little bit of available funds might be nice. I just don't want to sell something and then they get it and they're like, oh my god, it won't get a container, and it's just like, welcome to salad, welcome. Come idle with us, come calculate with us, you know what I mean? Anyway, guys, it's 11:27. I'm going to give this just a couple more minutes, and then we're going to jump off here. If you want to come and hang out, we're going to be in the voice chat in the Discord. So just go to one of my latest videos, and then go down below in the description, and there will be a Discord link. Bot Life says, Brandon Coin, you should do a connection test for upload. Start low, like 5 megabits or 10 megabits to 100, and see if that affects price. Bot Life Gamer. So I did ask the team about that, and they said if your connection is too low and it can't keep up, it's all customer derivative. So certain workloads and certain customers are going to have certain requirements, and they can order it and specify the speeds up to 100 megabits. So that's why they recommend a 100 megabit connection, but it can go lower, and they can pay for a lower connection. So it's gonna be hard to test stuff that's so variable, because you don't know what container you're on, you don't know what customer you're dealing with, you don't know what they paid for. So I'm just gonna keep mine at 100. I just don't think it's worth the testing, because it's not gonna iron out anything, in my opinion. Because you might test and you might be on a customer that's like, okay, I'm fine with a 25 megabit connection, and then you test it and you're good at 25, good at 50, and then you get a next customer and they want all 100. So then you go and you're running your system at 25 and it drops the container, if that makes sense. Todd says, Brandon Coin, how do you feel about 6700 XT on Salad? You cannot use AMD cards on Salad for container workloads. You can only use them for mining, because Salad's only set up for CUDA. So that's NVIDIA only. Unfortunately, Todd. Is VRAM all that matters? Will a 3060 do better than the 3070 Ti? So I had a 3070 and a 3060 Ti running at one point, and I had 3060 12 gigs, and basically the 3060 performance-wise jump to the 3060 Ti and the 3070 weren't enough to offset the difference that the VRAM added on that 3060 12 gig. So a 3060 12 gig from my experience will outperform an 8 gigabyte GPU, whether it's a 3070, 3070 Ti, 3060 Ti, on most workloads. There have been some workloads that have been 250 on those 8 gigabyte cards. They're just fewer and farther between because there's so many more of those 8 gigabyte cards on the network. They said they are flooded with 3060 Ti's and 3070 8 gigs. So there's so much competition. It's harder to get a job. What's up, Paperclip? Glad to have you in the chat, bro. I was actually just looking on your channel the other day. Good work, man. Keep it up, for real. Automatic, just deploy on Vast. Vast is top tier. Automatic, absolutely. If you want to go check out Vast, Mining King's got some good videos. And then also, does Aragorn Strider have videos? I know he's done a lot on there. You can always reach out to him on Discord as well. Nelson's Crypto, chug a beer. I'm actually not doing any beer tonight because I hit it pretty hard over the weekend. We just got some ice water. So yeah, I'm trying to hydrate back up and get ready for next week, which is, what is it? Mining Disrupt. That's what it is. Got to be ready for Mining Disrupt. Coin Cheeky, are you going back and forth with Vast AI and Salad? I'm not currently right now. I have some friends that are on Vast, and they're kind of giving me the lowdown on it. And right now, I'm not equipped and set up to run a favorable machine on Vast. You're going to need an Epic. You're going to need a server board, multiple GPUs, because like a Salad rig on Vast is not going to look as appealing. A single GPU rig is probably not going to be as rented as fast as a multi-GPU rig on Vast that has full lanes. That's a whole nother thing to talk about. So, but right now I'm not on Vast. Josh, my Salad's been running a job for the last few hours, but hasn't showed any earnings. That's weird. Are you on the current version? Latest version. That is weird. Gordon Murray, Salad's dead. Turn it off. I like the way you think, Gordon. Just go ahead. Everybody turn it off. Don't worry. Me and Gordon will pick up the jobs. Overkill, my cat broke my keyboard laying on it, now using Windows keyboard. LOL. Thanks, little buddy. My cat has literally, hold on. Look at him. So, look, he's like skittish as all get out whenever I try to like show him on camera. Anyway, my cat is one of the reasons why I ended up encasing all of my rigs, because he was constantly playing with the fans and stuff. And I was like, I'm going to have 3090s over there, potentially 4090s if I can get my hands on them for the right price. I'm putting them all in cases. So I put them all in cases, put extra case fans, mainly because of him. Well, wherever he went. Let's see here. Salad's gone bad. Disgusting. Nelson's Crypto. That's the price they have to pay to get, a lot of hardware on really fast. They just weren't ready for it, unfortunately. Shakester, good evening. Good evening, Shakester. BF, I have a bunch of 3060s I want to sell. Can you help? BF, yes. If you go over to bc-pc.com, there's a section up top that says sell your hardware or trade in your hardware. If you click on that, it'll have a little form. You fill out your name, email, on what you have for sale. You hit enter, and then it'll get fired off to me, and then I can go through it and get you a price breakdown. So yeah, bc-pc.com. Mining Meister sent you an email. I just got some GPUs for sale. Thank you, Mining Meister. I got to catch up on a couple tonight. R. Burns says he lost his $6 job today. RIP. Now he's at 10 cents. Yeah, man. R. Burns, since you lost your $6 job, did you go ahead and update? Johnny B, Shut Up 10 is good, but check out Chris Titus Tech Utility to stop Windows update. Chris Titus. Oh, let's see this. Chris Titus Tech Utility. Oh, the ultimate Windows utility. Okay, definitely gonna check that out. Thank you for that. That was from Johnny B. Shout out Johnny B. Thank you. Random stuff. Thanks, Brandon Cohen, for answering. No problem. I'm going to try to roll through these last couple, and then we're going to end the live stream. Paperclip, 100%, bro. I got you. If you need anything, let me know. I don't have any phone hardware, but yeah. Aragorn, no videos. I have a face for radio and a voice for newsprint. That's just like me, bro. I'm in the same boat with you. Brandon, as your man. One of mine shows degraded. Any ideas, Frankie? So I've had two systems that have showed and degraded, and one of them I had to DDU the driver, reinstall the driver, restart the system, and then it fixed because I tried restarting the system, uninstalling, reinstalling Salad, and it was still degraded. I went over to the official Salad Discord, asked a couple questions, and somebody's like, DDU your driver, reinstall your driver as a clean install whenever you go to install it, and that should fix it. And it did on one of them. The other one, I just uninstalled Salad, reinstalled Salad, restarted the computer, and then it was fixed. So hopefully that helps you. How are you measuring power usage? I'm currently not measuring power usage, random stuff, but I have a smart meter coming in that each individual plug, it's like a big power strip, like an overgrown one, and each individual plug is managed and records data for power usage. So that's how I'm going to keep up with everything and apply it to the breakdown in the future. But for right now, we're just pretending power is free, even though it's not. The operator just joined. We tossing some salads in here. No, just if you roll back to the beginning of it, this is the start of me keeping up with stuff. Back in the day, if you watched me like 2017, 2018, even in 2019, I used to do a daily live stream every night. Sometimes it'd be 5, 10, 15, 30 minutes, but just basically showing what I had, what I was making, and just being fully transparent with you guys. Because everybody seems to think, oh, Brandon, I bet he's got all the containers. He's got all the jobs. I bet his stuff is just making bukus of money. It's not. Shout out. Or, like, spoiler. It's not. Here is my last 24 hours was $14.73, and I believe I'm actually down on that for my next day. But we will see our actual day for today, tomorrow, whenever that hits. So, yeah. Nick, yo, I'm going to get back to you. I saw your Discord message after I get off this. R Burns, I did an update and I had no job, so I'm running 1.57 now. Just got a $5 job. R Burns, heck yeah, man. I'm jealous. I am. Aragorn says HS300 Brandon Coin. Your Amazon affiliate account is dead. Yes, my Amazon affiliate account. Amazon nuked it because they said there was a terms of service breach. I reapplied for it, but you have to apply under your name. And yeah, I got denied. So I do not have an Amazon affiliate. Maybe I need to use somebody else's affiliate and just help somebody else out. Crow Gaming. So I saw on one of your videos, one guy stated he had a 3060 12 gig and had Salad use 80 gigs, was making around $5 a day. I've never seen a 3060 12 gig make $5 a day. In my opinion, a 3060, you're on like the upside, the best situation, you're going to expect a $2 a day. Most of mine are at like the $1.75 to $1.90 range. I saw your sites only go to 64 with the boards you have go over. So the boards support up to 128 gigs, and the new combo kits do come in as 32 gig DIMMs if you get the 32 or the 64 gig option. So if you get 64, you get two 32 gig DIMMs, and then you have 2 more slots to add RAM later in. AI is fake. Your haircuts are getting better. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I had to get freshened up for old mining disrupt. 80 gigs of memory, my bad. Yeah, man, that's a lot of memory. On my 3060 systems, I've been using 32 gigs of RAM, and they've been pretty decent up until the last couple days. You should do more buy me coffee links in your videos, can't hurt. I'll think about it. Don't support Rat said tops for a 3060 for me has been 198. Yeah, 198 strong. And that's with every system having 64 gigs of RAM. I recommend 64 gigs of RAM on your cards that have over 12 gigs of VRAM. So your 4060 Ti 16 gigs, your 3090s, your 4070 Ti's. No, those are 12 gig, aren't they? The Ti Supers, yeah. Gordon says, I don't understand why Solid can't do multiple GPUs per machine. It seems like low effort. Nobody runs AI, ML, or workloads on single GPUs. Gordon, I don't know, man. Yeah. I don't know why they're doing it like that. I have asked them if it was on the roadmap in the future, and they said it was, but their current priority is trying to get customers online to meet the current demand. So I don't think they're going to be doing multi GPU anytime soon, unfortunately. But anyway, guys, I'm going to jump off here. Thank you for coming out for the live stream. Really do appreciate it. We're at the 25-minute mark. That's perfect. I'd like to hit that 15 to 20 minute on the next one. So I'll see you guys next time tomorrow. Yeah. Bro, I'm using a 3080 now, but when I was doing Solid on the weekends, I was using a 1080 Ti and would normally get $2 jobs. Wow. $2 jobs on a 1080 Ti would be nice. I don't think you're going to get $2 on a 1080 Ti anymore. I have Ryzen 5 5500 for CPUs, max out 64 gigs of RAM. Nice. I wish they would at least do SLI for 3090s. Good evening, crypto comrades. Good evening. All right, guys, I'm going to be jumping over to the Discord. So to find the Discord for the BCPC Discord, that's where we're going to be at in the voice chat. You go over to one of my latest videos. It's going to be down below in the description. You just got to look for it where it says Discord. All right. Peace out. Have a good one. Clint says those old daily nice hash update videos were the best. Love comparing to make sure I was on track. We had a lot of similar cards, 1050 Ti. Have a good one. Yeah, see, that's what I'm trying to replicate here. So I'm gonna have more cards coming in. I'm gonna try to space it out and get some different cards so that way people can look and see what I'm doing compared to theirs and see that, you know, we're calculating.